From Fox 7 News, on your side. From KTBC in Austin, Fox 7 on your side. This is the Fox 7 News Weekend Report.
Night in Longhorn land as fans celebrate UT's big win over the Big Red of the North. Good evening, everyone. I'm Brooke Wagner.
And I'm Kathleen Jennings. Thanks for joining us for the Fox 7 News Weekend Report.
This time yesterday, the Longhorns called themselves the champions of the Big 12 Southern Division.
But that all changed today.
It was the first year for the Big 12 Conference, and Texas stunned the football world by defeating the two-time national championship Nebraska Cornhuskers. For a quick look at that winning play, let's check in with Randy Sumner. Randy?
It was an exciting day and a very exciting game filled with big plays, but none bigger than this one. In the closing moments with the Horns leading 30-27, UT faced a short and 4th and inches deep in their own territory, but John MACKOVIC calls a rollout pass for James Brown, who finds tight end Derek Lewis all alone behind the secondary. The pass travels 62 yards, sealing the victory. The Longhorns capture the first ever Big 12 championship.
We talked about that, you know, all game and all week. If we had a 4th and 1, we knew that play would work. Either with me running, I had a crease to run the ball, actually. If I wouldn't have saw Derek, you know, wide open down the field, I could have ran for the first down easily.
It worked for him, so, you know, more power to him. But, you know, if it hadn't worked, then I guess it would have been a really dumb call. But now, Coach MACKOVIC's a genius.
This is, without a doubt, at this point, our largest victory in our 5 years, and it's something that we'll relish for a long time. And that trophy that was presented to us in the locker room will definitely have a prominent position.
And, of course, the position it has right now is being taken all about town. We'll have more on that coming up in sports in just a few minutes.
Quite a day. Thanks, Randy. We'll check in with you in a bit.
The second the game ended, the party began, and our Fox News crews were right in the middle of it. Gabe CAGGIANO met the team at the airport and then followed the party to the UT campus. And SILVIA ACEVEDO has been down on 6th Street, where football fans are taking over the town. We begin with Gabe. I imagine you've seen plenty of Longhorn spirit tonight.
Well, Kathleen, it was a hero's welcome as the Longhorns returned to Austin, and thousands of people celebrated for hours. They're still celebrating right now all over campus. Now, just about an hour ago, the Longhorn team arrived at Royal Memorial Stadium from St. Louis. Complete pandemonium as the mob surrounded the buses and players. Amazingly, nobody was hurt as hundreds of people tried to get close as possible to their conquering, returning heroes.
I'm a UT graduate from 1980, and I had a dream last night they were going to win, and they did.
My name is Ben Power, and I think they really did good because Nebraska thought they were going to win so much. And, you know, UT rules.
Try to do something about it. They couldn't do it. Because Texas rules. Let's go, baby. UT rules. That was great.
Everybody gone? I think that's the last one. Now, one thing about the parties, they keep shifting. Just a few minutes ago, there was a huge mob here at the stadium. We believe it's moved over to 6th Street. Earlier, it was at Guadalupe Street. So there's just roving bands of people celebrating all over town, and police do want people to be careful to not drink and drive and to take it easy tonight, because this has been a magical day for everybody at UT, and they don't want to spoil it with any late-hour tragedy. So everybody should be very careful and just celebrate this tremendous victory by the Longhorn football team. Kathleen, Brooke.
Oh, yeah, Gabe. And as Gabe mentioned, another busy area tonight. Probably the busiest spot is 6th Street. That's where we find Fox 7's SILVIA ACEVEDO. Sylvia, how's the crowd doing down there?
I'm going to step out of the way so that you can see something different. The police are setting up their barricades. You can see that the crowd is huge. We have mounted police just to our photographers right over here, and they have already closed off the road. Normally they would not be doing that until a little bit later on, but the crowd is certainly big. We are told by the police department that they are not going to be bringing out extra officers, but of course that is subject to change depending on the crowd conditions. I do know that they are going to be keeping the same number of officers unless something changes, and of course with UT in the national spotlight, you can bet there's going to be a lot more people coming out here. Police are just hoping if you come on out, have a lot of fun, but of course be safe.
Oh yeah, the night has just begun. Okay, Sylvia and Gabe, thanks a lot.